Hey guys, welcome back to Lucid Trading. We're live once again, and so far it seems like the market has been holding up quite nicely. You can see it right here. No moves to the downside, just consolidating here on the Nasdaq. Let me see if we can remove this. There you go. All right, I'm going to be linking everybody to the live stream right now as we speak. See if I can do that. Whew. Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Lucid Trading. Welcome to Newt, Awesome Alan, Saltoon, Michael, Alex, Elvira, Waleed, Vasil, Andrew, Roberto, Julian, Chili Sauce, Dragon, Chilling Brothers. Welcome, everybody. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather because I don't know if you guys know, I've got thyroid issues, making it difficult to live, but I'm going to try this anyway. Let's see. What has been happening recently? Oh, yeah. So I know that Gamestop went through the roof. Let me check. Yeah, so GameStop hit the 350s. Oh yeah, so I shorted GameStop roughly in this zone. Personally, yeah. Okay. So a lot has happened. I put $1,000 short on GameStop around the 350s, right at the top. It went all the way below, right? So I sold in these zones, in these gaps, or well, I bought back my stock, took some profits, as it was happening, and also shorted right here, small amounts, took some profits. But yeah, GameStop has been just rallying so massively. I thought I cannot let this opportunity go, as it was sitting at 350 almost. I just thought, I have to just take the opportunity here. AC80 went to 28.6. Yeah, I saw. It's pretty dope. Very, very nice. All right, let's see. Let's check Roblox. So Roblox sitting at 71. It was sitting at 74 before. And it has barely any history, of course, because it just recently IPO'd through the direct listing. Tesla sitting at 672, Xpeng 31.2. AI still going down. Classic. AI still going down. 4 hours very oversold. Crossed on the MACD. Just sitting still here at the 84. Barely moving. It could move very fast on, because I think the volume on AI right now, it's quite low. So it's roughly, let me think about it, 8.4 million. No, wait. Yeah, roughly $1.6 million worth of volume on C3.ai, which is really weird, right? Price is $84. 3.7 thousand. Am I getting it wrong? I think I'm gonna get wrong. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get wrong. I think the volume on it's so I thought it was 3,700, but it can't be. It's 3.7 million probably. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, my apologies. It's 3.7 million here, so that would mean if we go to the daily chart. On a daily basis, 4 million volume. Okay, never mind. So how much buying pressure would you need for this to be spiking to the upside? 4 million times. You would need quite a lot of buying pressure. All right. Anyway, let's go to the Nasdaq. $5 donation coming in from Patrick Lamp. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, take a quick look at PT for Boeing. Hope you feel better. I still feel under the weather, but I'll do my best. Price target for Boeing. Let me see. Boeing. Hey, look at that. You see that beautiful line to the upside? Oh, beautiful. Yeah, so I was already bullish on Boeing because of the thingy. Man, it's hard to speak when there's something choking you in your neck. Man. So yeah, we see that the resistance line for Boeing is right here. Let's grab a trend line here. Oh, yeah, so I could definitely see it go to the 260s, roughly. It will see some resistance there. What would be lovely to see is, like, hit 260, come back down, and gradually go up even further to the 280s. Yeah, so the 280s, I would say 280 for earnings. That would be my price target. Wait, C3.ai turns green? What? Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I just bought some today. I bought a couple $1,000 worth of C3.ai today. It's finally paying off. Hold up. Yeah, I really do think the company is... I mean, at this price point, it's getting very cheap to be owning... C3.ai. A stimulus passed and bonds are down. Why isn't tech going up? Because it's priced in. Let's see. It's not heading up. It's just staying flat. Nasdaq staying flat. However, keep in mind, daily chart is about to be crossing. It either happens this week or next week, but it's going to be huge. It's going to be a return towards the 13,300s. So we'll be watching. We'll be seeing that happen very soon. Tesla sitting at 675. Let me just fix my hair a little bit. I really have to go to the barber myself. But they're still closed here in the Netherlands. Well, they're open, but you have to kind of get an appointment. But there's like thousands of people before you. It's really difficult. And C3.ai goes negative. Man, you cannot make this up. It is just, I can't believe it. You know, like it's like a joke. You know, I think it's still very undervalued. C3.ai. VIX is down 6%. Dow Jones rising 1.6%. Gara, is this a bull trap? No, I don't think so. I don't think this is a bull trap. I think this is for real, for real. If this were to be a bull trap, we would have seen today be very negative. Like, literally, come down again to the 12,500s. So no, I don't think it's a bull trap. And you can see daily chart is looking very sweet. Although, you know, seeing it go flat for like a day or two, that could be happening here. Wouldn't mind that happen, actually. We had a significant move yesterday, so keep that in mind. Very significant move yesterday. You know, 4 or 5 percentage points to the upside. That is not to be taken lightly. And Tesla's moving up. It's starting to recover a bit. That is very good to be seeing. Took some profits on Tesla. Nasdaq is finally going green. Look at that, bouncing off of that. Look at that. So it came to the support, consolidated at the support, and it's now bouncing. So will this be another rally of a percentage point or two? We'll see. We've got roughly 1 hour and 15 minutes. See what's happening with AI. C3.ai is still negative. I can't believe it. It's just, is it that heavily shorted? Like, it is sitting at the bottom of the bottom. The Nasdaq is going up. The S&P is going up. The Dow Jones is going up. Bonds are down. The dollar is going down. C3.ai negative. You cannot make this up. I mean, Apple had negative news. So with Apple, you could understand. Well, yeah, BNGO and Nano Dimension also going down here. But at least these stocks went up huge, right? So we haven't seen C3.ai move an inch. Well, this move was kind of big. And then it corrected just as fast. We'll see. I just find it fascinating how this particular company is just completely underperforming. In terms of just... Okay, there we go. Positive. Right. 85. Let's see if we... Oh, there we go. Negative. Yeah, so it's kind of switching from positive to negative. Very bipolar. Let's see. Tesla at 680.7. Xpeng 31.28. We're seeing the EV sector slowly starting to get going again. We had a lot of FOMO, so that's why we saw Tesla go to the 718. Which, like I said, that was resistance, right? This arrow was previously, you know, right before it rallied in the open hours. It hit this resistance, it came back down. And Tesla's going up even further. Palantir is going up. Wow. Palantir now up 3.6%. This is because of the Nasdaq, of course. Oh yeah, so guys, if you notice sometimes that I'm struggling, it's because there's something going on with my thyroid, which is an organ right here in your neck, and it's kind of choking me, literally, because it's a bit swollen. It's swollen up, and so sometimes I have a tough time breathing, and swallowing as well. So I hope you guys don't mind that. I am gonna be going to the doctor as soon as possible, but they told me to take a corona test, which is like, okay, I'm gonna have to test myself before I go to the doctor, which is gonna take like a day or two, unfortunately. But yeah. So if you ever notice me gasping for breath today, that's probably the reason. I have a question about your thyroid. Does it make your neck feel inflamed? Kind of. It doesn't necessarily hurt or anything. It's just annoying to actually to talk and to swallow. You can literally feel it. It's just weird. All right, enough about that though. Oh, yeah. So somebody's pointing it out. Yeah, it's swollen. It's a weird experience. Thyroid swallowing up, swallowing up, is bullish right now. C3 going red again. Oh my gosh. It just doesn't stop, does it? It just doesn't stop. But yeah, I guess it's the QQQs going down as well. So that makes sense. Oh, man. No, I don't have COVID, guys. No, I don't. Trust me, I'm good. Let's see. Tesla 681. It is holding up, all right. It is definitely holding up. Right at this bearish trend line. It is breaching it. It is rallying above it. XPeng 31.2. AI still struggling, down 0.3%. Palantir 3.2% to the upside. As the Nasdaq comes down, it is clearly having a struggle here at this resistance line. Not breaching above it yet. Drink vodka, cleans throat. No, it's not the throat. It's around the throat. Don't die on us, Gara. You might be the next Buffett. I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna be the next Buffett. To be fair, I don't want to be the next Buffett. I think it takes a lot of responsibility to be like Warren Buffett, and you need to be a genius. I'm nowhere close to that. There's some people out there that I think I listened to this podcast before where I think Buffett himself pointed at someone like, hey, you're going to be the next me, right? So he actually had chosen someone to be his successor or something. Really weird. If you lift your chin, does it feel tight? Yeah, it does. Someone is a doctor in the chat. I wouldn't be surprised. I've had several doctors in the chat before. Great people. We're gonna have a physical body examination in the live chat, or in the live. That would be really weird. Gara, do you think C3 will hit over 100? Yeah, I think C3 is easily going to be doubling this year, and it could be pretty much going up 5x by roughly the end of 2022, maybe beginning of 2023, if we don't see a market crash in that time. I'm a doctor too. Sounds like you have Hashimoto. Yeah, I've heard of that. I don't know. We'll figure that out very soon. Yeah, Nasdaq is definitely having a tough time going above the resistance. It is very obvious. Let's see. So far, everything is kind of sitting flat. But yeah, we're still on this resistance here. It should be able to bounce. If it does, that will be a massive run to the 740s. It could also just consolidate here, but yeah, let's be optimistic. Let's say it could potentially be running to the 740s, which it does look like it could be doing, to be really fair. What's happening to GameStop? GameStop is sitting at 260 once again. You can't make this up, you know? It is bottoming out right as we speak. Let's see. And AI still sitting negative. Although I have to say, the volume has been going up because of this move here. Yeah, this is like the bottom, I would say. Even the 4 hours kind of indicating that that could be the bottom here. It hit the oversold, came back up. That was a move of roughly $20. And in recent history, right? What was the recent? So I would say this looks a lot like what we saw right there, where it just flattened out. And it moved $60. Let's just take half of that, right? Let's say we see a $30 move. That would take C3.ai back to this gap, to fill this gap to the 119, 120. Hopefully. But this will only happen if the Nasdaq stabilizes, which it's struggling to do right now. IPOE. Let me check IPOE right now. Oh yeah, it's breaking out. Look at that. 10.7%. Not bad. Palantir still sitting at 25, which is a good development to be fair. And Tesla is just booming to the upside. 682 coming up. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling awful. Whew. Yeah, power hour is starting here. Power hour is starting. Let's go. Hope you guys are ready for this. Let's see if the Nasdaq is gonna make some moves. I'm gonna check my own portfolio right now. See what's happening there. Looking interesting. It's just C3.ai is pulling back the whole portfolio. I'm gonna be opening a window because I'm literally like gasping for breath. All right. That should help a little bit. Tesla at 682.9. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. I am definitely enjoying this. What is that noise? Damn. There's a lot of wind outside as well. Gara, is Tesla still overpriced in your opinion? No. I think no. It's everything below 700. I don't think it's overpriced at the moment. Like, when it gets to this point, yeah, I guess it gets a bit pricey, but still not yet really overpriced. So, yeah. Though it does look like it's definitely seeing a hard time now. Let's check what's happening with GameStop. Okay, 257.6. Palantir 25. Palantir just not moving. AI is not moving. Both standing still. Snowflake especially. Packaged software is just not performing well. It's barely gone up recently. Let's see. Nasdaq is still right at that resistance. Hasn't gone above it. It's consolidating still. It might reject it again. Interesting. Apple is negative. Microsoft negative. Meanwhile, you could. This is so crazy. And now the banks are going up again. Do you see that? That is just nuts. That is just like, and it rotates to banks, and it rotates to value stocks, like almost immediately when you see growth in tech stocks go down, it just goes back to the big banks. I am so tempted to just take a short position against those banks after this massive move on, for example, Goldman Sachs. But I'm not going to do that. That would not be wise. Who knows what the max market cap could be here? Well, to be fair, it does look like Goldman Sachs is like really overextended now. Overbought, really overextended on the weekly. So maybe a short position would make sense. I don't think it's going to be staying in this price zone. Just on the technicals. And the Nasdaq is falling off a cliff once more. We're seeing Tesla go down. AI just flat. Palantir getting wrecked here as well. And Xpand going down along with Neo. Let's see. Oh, did we hit 20? We hit 26,000 subs? Really? Oh, that's amazing. Guys, thank you so much for 26,000 subscribers. I wasn't even aware of it. Thank you so much. Chili Sauce just said this in the live chat. Appreciate it a lot. I would like to just not talk too much because, to be really fair, I'm having a really tough time just talking in general. Let me see what's happening in the portfolio. Portfolio's running fine, looking pretty good. Glad that's doing okay. Okay, so yeah, we're seeing the Nasdaq kind of consolidate still at the resistance and at the support at the same time, which is I would say it's a neutral thing. It's not necessarily heading down. I'm not afraid right now. No, it makes no sense to be afraid of this. Um, Tesla's heading down. US 100, the Nasdaq. Like I said, just consolidating. Let's check out what's happening on the 2 hours. You can see right here the 2 hours is about to be crossing here to the downside. So it's looking quite negative, actually. Yeah, it is a bit of a coin flip here. It really could go both ways. It's a little bit unpredictable right now. We could see it consolidate here, actually. You know what? We're just gonna say, hey, it's gonna consolidate right at this zone. It's just gonna stay flat. If anything positive happens, you know, say for example, yields keep going down and the dollar keeps going down. Well, maybe we'll see a move to the upside, but for now, let's just say it's staying here at this support zone. It's going to be rejected by the resistance. Oh, gosh. Can C3 AI touch $100 by April? I think there's a huge chance that it will, actually. Gara, do you know sign language? No, I don't, unfortunately. We see the Nasdaq is not giving up here at this price zone. DXY going down. I want to just briefly check what's happening with Gamestop. It's a very interesting movement here as well. 251. Yeah, it saw this super, I don't know, this massive top that it just saw recently. And it just sold off all the way. Incredible. And what is more incredible is that AI is able to stay flat when the market goes up almost every single day. That is even more incredible. I think it's heavily shorted. We're going to see that very soon when the numbers come out in terms of like short interest. I think C3.ai is actually very, very much shorted. Let me check. Tesla sitting at 679, XPeng 30.9. Still not moving, staying flat. If you suddenly see the Nasdaq move up to the 13,000, that would be the trigger. Let's see. See how the green screen is looking. It's looking fine. Gold, of course, when the dollar goes down, you'll see gold go up, and gold is going up indeed. What's happening with Bitcoin? I haven't checked it in a while. Yeah, so Bitcoin is heading up. We did point out that Bitcoin would be going up towards that $70,000 to $80,000. So it is gradually heading there. It bottomed out here to 47,000. So far, it is following the trend. which is quite interesting. Oh, Tesla's definitely taking a beating. Like it went up all the way to 720, and it sold off back to the 200-day moving average on the 30 minutes. That is just crazy. Let me check some. Right, so it says the 743 that, that could pretty much be where it could be going, at least rejecting, I would say. If anything, it would reject that level. Yeah, it's going to be bouncing off here. Definitely. Might take a little bit of time, but looking quite good. Yeah, it's looking quite really boring, actually. Very boring. Just no movement. Everything just straight up flat. Barely budging. Look, you can see it right here. For a couple hours, just nothing special happening. All the action happened in the after hours and pre-market. This goes for many stocks out there. Same with Neo. You see C3.ai is heading down again, 0.9%. Ugh. And Palantir, same story. It's down a percentage point now. Yeah, everything is sort of sitting still at the moment, just laying there. And the Nasdaq is about to go negative again, I would say. Still holding up. It's down $1,200 on the Nasdaq. So it's still quite a long way until the all-time high. I'm expecting a 5% move to be happening in about, let me just look at the daily chart. Yeah, I would say probably either by the end of this week, which is, Friday, or the beginning of next week, it should be able to climb back to the 13,300s. Nasdaq is holding up. Tesla's definitely not holding up. It is selling off. VIX is climbing down. Are things going back to normal? Probably. The way the VIX is going down, it seems like it will be going back to normal. So far, no massive sell-offs on the Nasdaq, which is quite a positive phenomenon. Beautiful thing here is that let's just move this a bit. There you go. Yeah, so what is very nice here is that we have a support line, we have a trend line to the upside, we have a trend line to the downside. This is the zone where it's just going to be remaining flat, I would say. It's also at the right at that 50-day moving average and 20-day moving average. So it's kind of a tug of war between the bears and the bulls there. Gara, did you end up shorting GME? I was the one who played the puts and made 7,000 on 4,000 trade. 4,000% trade. Oh. Were you the one that posted that on Discord? I think somebody posted on Discord. It was quite crazy. Somebody shorted GameStop right at the top, and then when it fell down, well, it was with puts, I believe. They made a massive gain. I don't know who it was though. Forgot the name. Let's see. $70.83. Ugh. I don't like Roblox. The market cap is like 38 billion. No, hell no. I'm not touching Roblox. That is quite a hefty valuation. It is a tech company that is growing. They're growing fast. To be fair, they're growing fast. I'll give them that. But you know, would you rather want Roblox or Palantir? I don't know. I think it's a little bit overly done at a $39 billion valuation. It's a little bit overly done. But yeah, you know, that's been the recent IPOs, right? It's all going to the moon. I think Roblox might just become a meme stock. Tesla's struggling because the Nasdaq is struggling because the Nasdaq is struggling because of yields, and yields are struggling because of, well, I think it's not struggling because things are going back to normal. That is why these yields are heading up, because it's just going to go to pre-COVID levels, right? That is generally what happens, or what is going to happen. Look at that. Predicted yields were going to go up, and they went up, and then they came down. Very nice. Every kid under 15 has Roblox. Well, yeah, I guess. Take a look at the Nano Dimension and BNGO. Yeah, they all look very similar to what's happening on the Nasdaq. It's just not looking good on the other time frames. I mean, the last time we saw this level was in January. It was not even that far ago. Let's see, what's happening on the 4 hours? It hit a support level. Yeah, we could definitely see more upside if Nano Dimension. I think they don't really have any revenue, or yeah, they barely have any revenue. So it will be a coin flip. I mean, it's going to depend on earnings. But yeah, I would say if the Nasdaq remains stable, it is probably going to go up anyway. Because if you look at the daily chart, it is still down substantially. And it's ready to be heading up back to, I would say, at least at $12, $12.5, roughly that area. Gara, which should I do heavy on? Palantir or C3.ai? I think C3.ai is going to go up more than Palantir in the short term. I genuinely think that. Because of this massive, humongous move to the downside. And then if you look, it's also this. Look at the daily chart here. And then look at the daily chart on Palantir. Palantir, yes, it's about to cross. Yes, it's about to be moving up. But AI is sitting closer to that oversold. So technically speaking, on the short term, we could potentially see AI outperform Palantir in just stock price. It requires one big spike that we've seen in the past here, and it will outperform Palantir in the short term. But yeah, I mean the same could be true here for Palantir. So it's going to be a close battle in terms of like how much the price will be going up here for these equities. Yeah, C3.ai is definitely riskier than Palantir, I would say. But I think it is the more rewarding, on the short term, the more rewarding one. I think what's going to happen is you're going to have one institution come in on a positive headline, and they'll just buy like what? Probably maybe a couple million shares in C3.ai. You'll see the stock flying high. Go back to the 115, 120s. That would be like a 30% move. We've seen 30% moves with C3.ai. They're quite common actually. And also to the downside. And the Nasdaq is looking very weak at the moment, kind of consolidating there. Gara, what do you think of Teladoc? Isn't Teladoc a stock that ARK is buying? Like, they're buying a lot of it? How's ARK doing? ARK is doing terrible. Look at that. It's doing terrible. In terms of, like, S&P is almost at the all-time high. You see, ARK is, like, down, what is it? 10, 20? How many percent? 30%? Are they still... No, wait, hold up. They're down roughly 25%, yet the S&P is only down like what, 1% from the all-time high, which is kind of insane if you think about it. But it's going with the Nasdaq, so to be fair, Nasdaq is still down like 10% or close to 10%, like 9%, and ARK is down 25%, which is imagine holding ARK right now at these levels. No, I mean imagine buying ARK at the 160. Oh yeah, it's I remember saying when ARK was sitting at 108 and the 115, 116, I called it a buying opportunity because it was sitting so incredibly low on the technicals. And yeah, look at that, sitting at 121 right now. It is following the pattern that we drew back then, which I think it was roughly the 5th of March, a couple days ago. Nasdaq going negative. Oof. Look at that, Tesla selling off. Everything else going red. Meanwhile, the banks are just casually going up. Value stocks going up more as well. What is happening with Gamestop? Gamestop sitting at 256. Is it halted? It seems like it's halted again. Yeah, it does look like it's halted. Interesting. DXY sitting at this support area, I would say. Let's go back to C3.ai. Down 0.5%. Palantir's down about a percentage point there. Tesla is going back to the bearish trend line, and Nasdaq's going back positive. You see that the Dow Jones is actually performing really well today. It is sitting at all-time highs. It's up 1.6 percentage points. So we're seeing really quick rotations happening. Because the Nasdaq was up a percentage point, or I would say 2 percentage points at some point. Almost 2 percentage points. And then it completely rotated back to the Dow, which is quite insane. Yeah, these are some value stocks. Chevron going up another 2%. Look at that. Warren Buffett is in this one. Procter & Gamble up 1.3%. Verizon, also another one that Warren Buffett bought, up 1.75%. Coca-Cola up 1.2%. Following that huge arrow that we drew back then. Let's see what's happening with Warren Buffett. Wow. His, Berkshire Hathaway is now sitting at $402,000. That is the first time. I think today might be the first time it hits that level. Is it? Or is it bugged? Because it doesn't say that here. It says it right here. Maybe we have to check the 30 minutes. Yeah, it's kind of completely bugged out because for some reason, I don't know what's happening here. Really weird. It says 402,000 here. It says 389,000 right there. That is definitely bugged out. But yeah, they're doing well. Nasdaq not doing so well. At least on the short term. Still negative. Tesla sitting at 667.4. AI going down 0.8%. Xpeng going down. Neo. Yeah, Tesla really does react quite a bit. I think it's the other way around. I think if Tesla goes down, the Nasdaq goes down heavy, because I think Tesla's quite a big portion of that. But yeah, so far, look at that. Goldman Sachs up 3.4%, sitting at all-time highs, I believe. Maybe, yeah, we'll see if it's actually all-time highs. Is it sitting at all-time highs? Yeah, it is. Let's check the weekly just to be sure. Yeah, it is definitely sitting at all-time highs. And like I said before, looking very overbought. Goldman Sachs, very, very overbought. Morgan Stanley, same story actually. All of these stocks are looking quite overbought, overextended. JP Morgan, same story. Well, that happens if interest rates goes up, right? Banks are becoming more and more attractive because they're going to be getting a lot more money from these loans. Let's see what's happening with GameStop. 256. It's still quite high on the price. And if you tell me, it does look an awful lot like what we saw in the past, where it would drop down, consolidate, rally back up the next day. So that could be the case here. Looks very, very similar. So huge move, drop down, consolidate, move in the after hours pre-market, etc. So we might see some bigger movement in the after hours and pre-market actually. So what I'm surprised by is where all this volume is coming from. I thought they restricted buying GameStop, or did they lift that off already? 265. I think I'm gonna short it again, definitely. If it reaches 400 or 500, I will short it again. That is just ridiculously high for GameStop to be sitting at. I mean, yeah, it's gonna become like a lot better, but I doubt it. Like, not that fast, right? It's not just gonna become the Amazon of gaming right away, I would say, or you know what I mean. It is gonna take some time. I do think it's kind of crazy that these institutions shorted GameStop, like above the float that was available. Yeah, Gary, you haven't looked at Neo for a while. I think Neo's doing well. It's still not at the levels that I would say. Hey, look at that. So, this is quite fun. I said it was going to top out right there, and that it would pull back. Well, it did pull back right here, and we would see another rally. Well, guess what? We're going to see another rally. Most probably. Given that we're right at the support, it's going to be breaching this resistance, head above these EMAs, potentially reach 50, but I think 45 would be a better goal for now. Go to the 45, consolidate, head over to the 50s. That could be the case here. But yeah, I am not expecting it to go to 70, at least not in the short term. Might take a couple months. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Nasdaq is down. Tesla's down. What's happening to AI? Meh. AI is just straight up flat. Market goes down, doesn't react. Market goes up, doesn't react. It is in its own bubble. Yeah, Nasdaq is down 0.25% now. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, Palantir's also coming down here. But yeah, I find it very great that it's like actually consolidating right here. It is still in the bullish kind of channel. Would be nice to see a bounce, but so far it's negative. AI 84.3. Let's check Walmart. What's happening on Walmart is going up 3%. What? Crazy. Well, it did bottom out there. You can see I was bullish on it until it fell off. Yeah, you can see with Walmart in particular, like MACD moves very fast, RSI moves very, very fast. Yet the price is kind of low. Market cap of 375 billion with annual revenue of that is nuts. Is there a company out there that has more revenue than Walmart? Maybe Aramco. Wait. I don't know what the ticker is. Is it listed? I want to check it out 1 second. It's ticker Saudi Arabian oil. I want to see what the revenues are. If I could do that. It should be able to just detect Aramco. Why is it not? It isn't. So it's just not listed here or something. Maybe somebody else knows the ticker. Check Saudi ETF. Let me check it out. Yeah, it doesn't show you anything though. No, it is heading up though. Yeah, I was just very, I would say, curious about what the revenues would be for Saudi Aramco. But they were listed, right? They went public. How is it that I can't find it? What is the ticker? Or am I doing something wrong? AI is heading up along with Palantir and the Nasdaq. Yeah, the Nasdaq is just still consolidating. Sitting there neutral. Tadawul, yeah. Can't find it. Oh well. SAR. No, it doesn't get it. Unfortunately. Nope. Not listed here on the trading view. Is the market going to go green tomorrow? Good question. Good question. Well, let's check the 15 minutes. I think it's a coin flip at this point. I mean, we're not getting any specific triggers. 4 hours. I mean, the 4 hours are looking kind of iffy. Yeah, I think it might be green. Yeah, I'm guessing it runs to the 13,200 range, then it plummets. Like it generally would go back to a higher low, bottom out again, and then head back up potentially. That would be like the best case scenario here. Gara, Aramco is SAOC. Let me check if I can find it. Nope. Gosh, that is unfortunate. Would have been fun to just look at the revenue. I think I can just look it up here though on the internet. Revenue Aramco annual 2020. Net income, 16.7 billion. That's the net income. Let's check here what's happening with the revenue. All right, so their revenue is. That is crazy. That is absolutely nuts. So they have roughly $29.9 billion per quarter in revenue. That is pretty dope. That is really, that's pretty high. It's not on the same level as like Walmart in terms of revenues, but they do have a high profit margin. So that's, yeah, that's pretty good. And my whole portfolio is red because the Nasdaq doesn't want to go up. Go back to the live chat. Saudi Aramco. Hey, there you go. Somebody mentioned it. There you go. Okay, so yeah. Whoa. That is a lot of money. I don't think that's in dollars though. I think that's in Saudi Arabian. That is a lot of money. Yeah, high profit margins, like I said. Can it please tell me if this is like... This is not in dollars. They're not making 1.2 trillion. I doubt that. It's probably in their own currency, which is the Saudi Arabian currency. I don't know which one it is, to be really honest. The real? I don't know. That's a lot of revenue. They're doing good for themselves, I bet. Gara, kannst du Deutsch? No, I can't. Even if I would try, that is not my language. 17 minutes left. Dude, it's not... It's dirhams. Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't know a whole lot about Saudi Arabian culture and everything. And the dirham. Nasdaq still chilling sideways. Xpeng 30. Xpeng should be seeing some upside very soon, but right now I'm just banking on C3.ai to see some upside. Which, to be fair, it's still sitting flat while everything else is heading down. It's really a lot of wind here. Lots of wind. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys have that, but like there's a lot of wind here in the Netherlands. You can literally hear it go. It hits the buildings and it's kind of creepy. Gara, will the market sell off? What do you think? Yeah. Well, we're looking at this bearish channel, right? It's right at the right at the edge. When was the last time we were at that edge? Was right here. Was right there. Well, given that it's right at that edge, could we see another downturn? That's the question, right? That's the question. Well, let's think about this. Imagine buying the dip here and then having to kind of witness it go back to the original value. Ugh. Yeah, I think we're just going to see it go sideways. Yeah, pretty much. I think it will just move sideways, just kind of flat. Stay down here. Not any significant moves to the downside, and not any significant moves to the upside. Just in this zone, it will be chilling there. It's literally what it's. That's literally what it's doing right now, and yeah. C3.ai is gaining some momentum, going up a half a percentage point, while the Nasdaq is heading back to the positive. And yeah, like I said, not a whole lot happening here. Just kind of staying flat. Gara, how's your stock doing? ACAD. Let me check it out. It's up 7%. It's doing okay. I have bought one stock of ACAD. Somebody suggested it, so I was like, you know what? Let's get it. And let's see what's happening with GameStop here. GameStop is sitting at 269. It's recovering here. People buying GameStop like mad. Which is kind of crazy if you think about it, because GameStop, it was sitting at like $17 2 years ago. It's sitting at a very high multiple. I am just so tempted to just short this this company. I'm not going to do it right now. I'll wait. If it reaches 500 or 400 or something like that, I'll consider it. For now, I'm just going to look at other stocks. What is your prediction on Disney? It was falling and now it's going up a bit. Let me take a look at Disney. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. How it moved in that channel. And it broke the channel there. That is nice. It is rallying up. I don't know what that was. I think OBS just had to reconnect for a second. I think everything is fine now. Right. So what do I think of Disney? I think Disney's looking kind of... It is sitting right around the all-time high. And market cap of like $354 billion. It's not exactly a growth company, you know? Like, I find it kind of surprising that it's sitting where it's at, you know? Because in 2019, Disney was valued at roughly $120, where it had more earnings back then. Plus, it had some net income and some profit margin. At 2020, it didn't, but look what happened in 2020. It moved above these all-time highs because of all the money printing. Now, recently they had profits, which is nice. As Disney World is going to go open, these Disney parks, they gave back their profits. But I think it's looking weak. You can see it here in the weekly chart. It's looking quite weak. It's not looking strong. Weak. You don't want a stock that's already rallied this much on the weekly chart. Since April, right? It's been green for like almost a year. That's not when you want to get in. You want to get in right when it bottoms out. You know? And it's not bottoming out. It's sitting at all-time highs. So, yeah, it could go up a little bit further, sure. But it's not looking attractive. I think it will come back to the zone very soon, to the 180s, 185. Pretty much. They're into streaming now. Just recently passed 100 million subs. Wow, that is pretty great. That is fantastic. It's like $1 billion in revenue. That adds to be quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. With Disney Plus, I mean, it is making the difference now. Yeah, so I guess Disney Plus making the difference because Netflix Netflix is valued at what? Well, let me just grab Netflix. If oh wait, it's not in my list. If Netflix can be valued at what it's valued at, which is a 220 billion market cap, well, Disney can definitely be valued at what it is valued at. Because what is their annual revenue? Oh, that's a lot of revenue, actually. They're having a lot more revenue than Disney. What the hell? Really? That is nuts. They have 25 billion. What? Sorry, I didn't know this, actually. I am baffled, really. $25 billion in revenue in 2020. Net income of $2.7 billion. That is quite literally insane. What is the market cap? 224 billion. I think Netflix is actually still looking attractive at these prices. Let's see how their weekly is looking like. Yeah, I mean, at least they're not looking like overly done at the technicals. They were looking flat for like a year. Meanwhile, Disney was skyrocketing for a year. Disney, there we go. Yeah, look at that. Disney is just straight up skyrocketing. And I think what is really worrisome, this is the wrong one. It's this one. What is very worrisome is the weekly MACD, which is it's going to go down. We're going to see a downtrend. We're going to see a bear market in Disney. At least that's what you would assume. So let's say it heads back down to the 175. Just straight up, just based off of technicals, it's just not looking good right now. Although in the short term, anything could happen, right? But long term, I would say not very nice. A couple minutes left until the market is going to close here. About 4 minutes left. And the market will be closed. And it looks like we're ending the day negative. On a negative note. Nasdaq is... let me check the 30 minutes. Yeah, it is definitely still looking negative. But it's holding up. It's not quite exactly dropping down 2 or 3%. What's happening with OCGN? OCGN. $1.5 billion market cap, no revenue. Oh, wow. It has no revenue, so that is making it tough to kind of, assess what's going to happen here. It's just, yeah, they're burning a lot of money. They're probably spending a lot on research and development. I have no idea what's going to happen with this company. I generally don't know. So far, it's clearly downtrending. It might hit this 200-day moving average. Yeah. Unless something is going for it right now in the short term, but it seems like it bounces on these really sporadic spikes. And technicals are still not looking quite exactly good. We have earnings the 26th of March. 2 more minutes left. 2 more minutes left until the market's going to close. Let me check what's happening with Xela, or XELA. All right. This is another small cap. It's at the 50-day moving average, already moving sideways. RSI is back when it was right here. Yeah, it's still relatively high, but it's bottoming out all right. On the 30 minutes, on the 1 hour. Yeah, this will. I think this is most likely going to be dependent on the markets. It's another growth tech stock, I would say. Yeah, so probably I would say that's a tough one. I think it's going to keep on consolidating. It's going to move sideways. For now, I would say. Markets just closed. Nasdaq ending up closing negative, which is not too surprising after what happened yesterday with the 4% move to the upside. We have stocks like Tesla down a bit, 0.8%. Xbank up 2.4%. Neo flat. AI flat. Palantir 2% to the upside, which is quite nice, I would say. It's not bad. Snowflake is down 1%. Apple down. Big tech is generally down. And you see that the value stocks and the bank stocks are doing really well. Exceptional, I would say. Because the Dow Jones did go up 1.5%. So, yeah, the markets are officially closed. Let's see. What happened to GameStop? GameStop closed at 262. Or 263, I mean. It's mind-boggling that people are still buying it. But yeah, that's what they're doing, you know. And then, you know what happens when GameStop, when the hype wears off? They're going to buy something else. And it might be Palantir. Who knows? It might be Palantir. Last time GameStop sold off, all the money went into Palantir. So maybe we'll see Palantir go up substantially. Could be the case. All right. All right, guys. I'm surprised I was able to go live anyways. Like I said, I've got some trouble with my thyroid, and it's kind of choking my windpipe. So I'm having a tough time breathing every now and then. Gonna be going to the doctor very soon to check it out. Maybe get some medicine to help with the suffering. But yeah, I'm very glad I was able to go live. I'm glad you guys were watching despite me suffering with even talking every now and then. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate every single one of you. Once again, thank you so much for 26,000 subscribers. It is still unbelievable that Lucid Trading is sitting at 26,000 subs. Like literally a couple months ago, it was sitting at like what, a couple thousand subscribers. This would have not been possible without you guys, obviously. Appreciate this, definitely. Let's head over to 30,000 very, very soon. Things can happen probably maybe a month or two from now. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the live stream. And subscribe to the channel, obviously. That'll be cool too. And I'll link you guys to the Discord community. If you guys haven't joined the Discord community yet, The link for that will be either in the description or in the live chat. I'll just link you guys so you can join. There you go. Boom. Yeah, when we reach 30,000 subscribers, I'll be getting that. I already have a 1080p cam. It's just the internet is not good enough to be sustaining that. So I'll get better internet by that time, so we get that top quality for the live stream. Let's see, but I'll get it anyways very soon. But yeah, Discord link is going to be down below in the description and in the live chat. You can join the community where I will be reciting every single day. And there we go. To health Gara, stop drinking iced tea even if it's 0 calories. Yeah, I will. I'll also... this is good for now. Being a moderator, I can delete all chat and just leave mine, so the Gara only reads me. Haha. That's cheeky. Very cheeky. But yeah, we made a lot of gains. I can't tell you how much I made. I don't think that's nice, but it's a lot. When we bought the dip on Tesla at 550, Palantir 23, 22, Xbang bought the dip at 25, 28. It's been a good one. It's been good so far. So I'm very happy that it's been turning out quite nicely. Yeah. So far, technical's been proving to be very supreme. And I would say one mistake possibly made was not looking at bonds. I'm not much of a bond guy, but I will definitely be looking at bonds more often, personally. Yeah, we'll definitely be cashing in some gains soon. There's so many gains coming up. All right, guys. I'll be wrapping the live stream up right here, right now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your viewership, your loyalty, and just for you guys being so awesome. Follow me on Twitter. Twitter link is going to be down below in the description. I'll be tweeting out about stocks that are breaking out and about the stock market. So definitely make sure you do that. Like I said, Discord server community link is also going to be down below in the description and in the live chat. It's all free. So head over to the Discord server. And also, if you want to support my channel, you can do this through Patreon, where you will also get exclusive benefits. Guys, this was Lucid Trading. Have an awesome day. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. So see you very soon. Good luck with trading. Dollar cost average. And yeah, see you tomorrow.